How's it going, everyone? Ned here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about another build I came up with. It is called the Sword Master. And before that, I just want to take a moment and apologize for my prolonged absence. My motherboard in my computer kind of shorted out, so I haven't really been able to get a replacement for it yet, but I'm using my uncle's PC right now, and then I've got upgraded internet, so it's like I had like 6 megs a second. It was terrible internet, but now we're up to about 30. So that's like an astronomical difference, and I'm pretty pumped about that. So once I get my computer fixed, you can expect a very large quality increase, and maybe streaming at some point if you guys would be interested in that. But I just want to apologize, though. I mean, life happens and all that, and it's been killing me. I haven't really been able to make more videos, but I may be able to start again. But today we're going to be breaking down this build and how to play it. So what we're going to use to start out with is the Scholar Cow. We're going to go with Energy Shield. It'll take care of our energy needs. Though this build isn't really energy heavy, you will need some way to resupply it so you don't run out mid-fight. Plus, it makes you a little bit tankier. And you all know what Energy Shield does. Every time you get hit, it restores energy, and it also increases your physical and magic resistances for 8 seconds, which is really good. And then you're going to be running the Aggression perk. Increases your damage and heal power by 3.5. If you're going against, I'd say, there's really no situation where you'd want to be using these two instead of that, because that'll overall increase your clear speed. And then next we're going to go on to the Soldier Armor, which is a key part in this build because we're going to be using Fury. Once unleashed, you get a 7% damage bonus and a 4% crowd control duration bonus every time you take damage. Charges up to 10 seconds, so potentially you could be getting, you're going to be getting 70% damage increase, which is crazy. You're going to see how that can combo here in a second, and it lasts for 10 seconds, which is really good. And we're going to be using Toughness. It'll just overall make you tankier. And then Spirit Crush. It applies a debuff which reduces their max health by 12%. That's really good because it'll help you clear a lot faster if you can get one hit on each individual enemy. That's going to be 12% totally, like, of their total health reduced, which will help because the main attack on the weapon, which we're going to talk about here in a second, is AoE. And then for the boot slot, we're going to be going with Shield Charge. It'll make you a lot more tankier, and it's, I'd say it's better compared to Rejuvenating Sprint and Run because you're going to be in their face the entire time. So if you're in their face, you can literally just press it, and it'll just give you a shield for, right, with T6, you're going to be getting about 600 for 3 seconds. So if you're about to take a boss hit and you can't get out of the way, pop that. It'll tank the majority of the damage for you, and we're just going to go with Toughness again. Now, yeah, these, I really don't see any other situation you're going to be using these over this. I mean, this is just an overall, like, buff. So the reason we're going to be using the Soldier Armors with Fury, that's going to be charging up while you're in their face, and then whenever you get it to 10 stacks, or if your timer runs out before then, right before it ends, use Spinning Blades. So jump to a ground target destination and deal physical damage to all enemies around you in a 5-meter radius. Enemy players on foot, an additional 6% of their max health will be dealt as true damage. The damage scales depending on the number of heroic charges active on you and consumes all of your heroic charges. So at 0, it's 204. At 1 charge, it's 326. At 3 charges, it's 488. And then at 3 charges, it's 692 damage. And if you've got Fury charged all the way up to 10 slots, that's going to be dealing a 70% increased damage to all enemies around you, which is crazy. You're going to be destroying every, like, single mob around you, and it's pretty cool. It's a fun build. And so the abilities you're going to be running on the swords is Heroic Cleave. That'll help you clear mobs around you, and it gives you a heroic charge. It actually generates 2 heroic charges if you hit 3 enemies or more, and each charge increases your move and attack speed by 12%, which is going to be really good with these. And then for your second perk, you're going to be running Iron Will. I was just running Hamstring because I was dueling with my friend Panda. It increases your move speed by 20, makes you immune to purges, and incoming damage is reduced by 26%. for 4 seconds. Additionally, you gain a heroic charge upon activation. So this is just overall a really good dungeon running perk because it's going to make you take less damage, you're going to move faster, and you're going to get an additional charge, which is crazy. So it's going to help you get to this even faster. So theoretically, if you're surrounded by like 3 mobs, which is the average pull, you can hit that, and it's going to hit everyone around you. Then pop that, and then instantly hit that for its max damage, and you're gonna be laying some damage. And then you can go with deep cuts if you want to inflict the bleed, or heroic fighting, which is typically the one I go for because every 4 normal attacks you create a charge, so to help you keep at your maximum attack speed buff from your charges, because each one gives you 12%. If it's 22, that'd be crazy, but each hit will give you 12%. So you're going to be getting about 36% attack speed at nearly all times, which is really good. And then we're going to be talking about the food buff you're going to be wanting. I usually go with Danglemouth with every build because the cooldown time, well, not the cooldown time, but the rest time in between pulls is going to be so low. You can literally go pack to pack, especially if you've got Energy Shield going or a Limhurst cape. But we're going to be running a Thetford cape for the increased clear. So releases a Chain Lightning, dealing 170 magical damage to 4 enemies. 15-second cooldown, that's really low. So you're going to be able to do it almost every pull. And then you're going to always want to have a beef stew in your back pocket for whenever you dove. So after you pop your Danglemouth, go ahead and slot this in, and anytime you see a red name around, you pop it, and you'll be able to do more damage to those divers. Also, if you, plate armor has better health regen than all the other ones, so you've got pretty decent health regen with just these 2 gear pieces right here. So if you want to have a little bit more cooldown, you can use that instead, but usually I would just go with Danglemouth, but it's personal preference at that point. And with the build broke down, we're going to go ahead and run a dungeon with it. I'm going to try to run like a T4 or 5 solo Black Zone dungeon. And yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so here we are, we're in the dungeon, and so first things first, you're going to pop your food, and then we can get going. So you'll shield charge in. Oof. Yeah, so I'm going to be a bit rusty with the commentary. I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. So once you get about 10 charges, you can use your heroic, well, not the heroic leap, but whatever it's called. What is it? Spinning blades. Yeah, you can use spinning blades. You saw, these always cuff me when it comes to picking up the silver. We're not out of combat, so we weren't able to regen for this pool, so it may be a little bit problematic. But even without rage, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage in a area around you. So any melee mobs swinging on you are going to be able to lay out pretty quickly. And we're going to run back over and grab the silver because always pick up your silver. If you didn't know, the silver, it staves, I think, for about 3 minutes after you kill the mob, so it's a good indicator that there's a player inside the dungeon if you see some silver. Now that I've popped my food, I can go ahead and put beef stew in its place for whenever we see a diver. Hopefully we don't, but see how we got 3 stacks? We're going to be moving fairly quickly, and we'll even be able to just lay it like that. Took half the tanky mob's health, which is really good because, as the name mentions, they are pretty tanky. And I'm pretty excited to be back making videos for you guys. Let's go ahead and try to get all these. Maybe a big pool, but I believe in our means. And your spinning blades will, like I said, one-shot like lesser mobs and take a majority of the health of the stronger ones. And it's a fun build. I love it. I was just looking through weapons that I enjoyed, and I've never really played with these before, but I put a decent bit of spec into it. I played the hell out of them for a little bit. I've got about, I don't know to be exact the amount of spec I have into them, but they're not an artifact. Like, there we go. There's some fighting, well, the spec itself. But they're blast to play. You'll clear a lot faster the more you use them because you'll get higher and higher skill with them. So just 2 heroic charges gave us enough to almost one-shot them. And you see how easy it is to get them. You can pop your W just to get an additional one for moving around. So you always have a movement speed, so movement buff, so you'll be able to run through the dungeons a lot faster. So I've got 3 right now. It wore off right before, but where we're fighting one of them, that is not what you want to happen. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm not a professional. I'm just a man who likes making videos about a game that he enjoys. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys still checking out my videos even though I've been gone for the longest time. And I'm really pumped to be making more content for you all. Like in the last build video, if you have any build ideas or suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I'll read through every one of them, and I'll put them together, and I'll try them out. Whichever one I enjoy the most, or which one is just plain OP, I'll definitely make a video about it, and I'll give you credit in the video. So yeah, just let me know what builds you enjoy playing, and would like to see me make. Like some ideas you never did, but you heard that they're pretty good. Just let me know. I don't mind putting the time in and learning, like, oh, that wasn't looking at me, but okay. Getting spec in it, you know, I'll grind some dungeons with them. Because, I mean, that's my favorite thing to do in the game, is grind dungeons, and okay. Just a 5.1 Stalker hood. I think that's Stalker. Ooh. Knocks me away, and there we go. Oh! Hey, he didn't knock us too far away. So even though this is just a T5 Black Zone dungeon, we're using a 5.1 sword, and we're able to go through it fairly easily. Not struggling really at all. I don't know how it fares in like T8 dungeons, but I'm sure if you've got enough spec and decent enough gear, you could do it for sure. No problemo. So it's going to get all of our charges up. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah. One-shot the wizard and just chop them all up. Now that attack speed buff is really good with these because where they're melee weapons, of course, and then that they're swords, you're going to be swinging them really fast, like 36% faster than your base attack speed, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. And I typically like to focus down the wizards and then, oh, there we go. That's a good jump. Yeah, the keyboard's a little bit louder than mine because it's so close to the microphone. I had a mic stand with mine. But we'll hopefully be able to be pumping out more videos. I know I said it a lot. I'm just really excited about it. And since I've been gone, there's been a lot of changes to Albion. Like the cosmetic system, I'm already in love with it because I'm able to use a lot of my skins that I had. Because I was a cosmetic junkie. Like during each of the events, I'd hoard them, and I'm able to make some cool-looking outfits like this one. And it's just fun overall. Recently, I've fucking developed a stutter, and yeah, it's fun. So I've got 3 stacks now. Let's try to pull him over here, leap on him, and just like that, you can lay waste. And that was only with 8 Fury charges. So if I were to have gotten 2 more, we probably would have one-shot him, which is always a good feeling. Hey, look at that. We've mastered it, and we're already getting to the learning point of the next one. And soon I'll be getting T8 skinning as well. I've got T7 as of the moment. So we'll get Fury built up here in a second. It comes off cooldown. It'll help us clear this pack, and then the next one. Always focus those big guys because they are obnoxious to deal with. They've got so many stuns, and then they can stun you into a combo, and it's just rude. It feels like I wasn't even in that, but okay. And if you've paid attention, in the bottom right at my ping, in my previous videos, you'd see that I'd be playing with 80 to about 100 ping, at all times, but now we're sitting pretty at about 55. And this looks like a purple chest. How lucky can a fella get? If it goes up, it's purple. If it goes down, it is blue. For the end chest, I'm pretty sure anyways. I haven't been lied to yet. Should be 2 guards right here. And then, oh, it's the bomber guy. That'll be fun. He's one of the more annoying ones, but the easiest one is probably the Taskmaster with his whip. Alright, since we've got 3 charges, we'll go ahead and leap in on him. Try to kite him around. Where it's Chief Blaster, you want to kite them around in a circle, because they'll wear off as you get to the other side, so you don't have to worry about running into them for the most part if you do it right, unless he places it at your feet like that. But you can get lucky, and this third one he's going to throw, I'm just going to jump over. Yeah. And then he's just got this big AoE that's a channeled one, so it's pretty telegraphed, so you can get out of the way of it. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, just chop chop. I probably could have stood in that if I popped my W and then pressed my E. Oh yeah, we're making pretty simple work of this guy. Now, I know there may be better, like, armor pieces and stuff to go with this, but this is just a build that I found fun, and I figured you guys might want to try it out as well. Ooh, there we go. And he is, that's all she wrote. He is, that's all she wrote. Good language speaking, Ned. And nothing too good, but it's just another dungeon cleared. And yeah, that was pretty fun. That took us under 10 minutes to clear well, it was just 1 floor. But with that being said, that was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. If you guys want to see more builds, just let me know. Leave a like, comment what build you'd like to see me try, and I'll read them all. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more. And yeah, it's a new year, and I'm looking forward to be pumping out as much content as I can for you guys. I'm just excited to be back, and I hope you guys are too. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.